request the participants to please note that as far as the topic is concerned, I have a lot to say about journalism, but my prime function today is going to facilitate grilling between the participants and making sure that they have a hard time. I know a lot of easygoing moderators have often told you, I am here to help you, support you. But since I do that in every regular Toastmaster meeting, I am not here to help you and support you. As the moderator, I'm here to make sure that you have a challenging task in front of you, that we have a passionate debate, we have some heated arguments, no fights, parliamentary language only, abuses to be kindly given only after the meeting. With that, it's time to begin the tug of war, the KTM debate, knockout round one. Let's start with Team A. We are going, let us start with Team A first participants, that is A1. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Sumit Kumar.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sumit Kumar. I am representing Toastmaster Komal's team, and we are in the favor of motion. So now can I start?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Good evening. Journalism is considered as the fourth pillar of the democracy by Nelson Mandela. But in today's world, it has merely become its fifth column, using its constitutional privileges and status to hollow out the democracy from within. Unbiasedness in journalism is the first characteristic. But due to the lust of 2 hours, revenue and ratings, the political media houses are more focused on spreading the propagandas. They are the government and political parties are interlinked with each other in so much that they are always following mutual manipulation, myth making, and self-interest. The influence of politics in the media has increased so much that the journalists who are doing their job seriously, have to quit their jobs due to the corrupt system. For example, the Ajit Anjuman and Smita Sharma, who have to quit their TV9 Bharatvarsh due to this. And not only this, Fire D'Souza had to step down from her position in the Mirror now because of the corrupt system. And at last but not least, the last example is Nitin Sethi, who has been the business head in the Business Standard, had to quit just because he was not allowed to follow the real meaning of journalism. Now, due to this impact on the freedom, India's rank in the Press Freedom Index has gone down for the fourth year in row to 140 from among the 180 nations. In India, currently there are more than 400 news channels, but in India there are currently 400 news channels. But in order to remain in the television ratings points, they are showing whatever they want to do without cross-checking the facts. Like the G News, a very prominent news channel, has been caught more than 5 times spreading the fake news in the topics related to COVID-19, army, etc. And not only this, they are fabricating the news because of getting the TRP. Ab aaya Rafale, ab nahi chalegi dushman ki chaal, which means that here comes the Rafale and now nothing will work for our enemies. Bewajah bad nahi, dushman ki ab khair nahi, which means that no grudges unnecessarily, but if you are enemy, you are gone. These are the actual lines used by our Indian journalists of ABP News and News Nation to create the hype and fabric the news related to Rafale. And if you are thinking that this is the only scenario of India, let me tell you this. There was a story that 1.2 billion is paid by Samsung to Apple for nickels. The story originated as a comedy, but an American journalist published as a real story, and because of this, he gains a lot of attention and ratings by spreading the fake news. Another example is from Israel, which explains that a news channel reported that a prime minister called traitor by the Israel's Benjamin.
Sumit, you are muted.
Sumit, your time is up.
Okay, I was
Yes. So, in case the participants weren't aware, I was told that they've been briefed. Apologies at my end for not mentioning. Unlike a normal meeting where even if you are speaking and the time is up, the timer shows the red card and you continue speaking, in a debate, we've decided to make it a little harder for you. You manage your time and make sure that you speak, conclude in the required time. Otherwise, we are going to mute you. This was Tanish's idea completely because he is the timer. He is the one who set the rules. Please deal with him after the meeting. Anyway, moving forward, participants, please make sure that your video or your audio is going to be muted after your specified time. It's now time to call on our next speaker after this fantastic speech with so many poetries, jingles, and entertaining comments. Let's now hear what the first speaker of the second team has in store for us. Put your hands together for Toastmaster Piyush.
Just a second, let me pin the timer first.
Sure, Piyush, your video is off, unfortunately.
Uh, just a second. Yeah, you can start.
You ready?
So,
Okay.
good evening, everyone. My name is Piyush Jain, and I am the first speaker from Toastmaster Naren's team, and I am here to speak against the motion. So, I am ready to start. Journalism is defined as unbiased production and distribution of reports on current or past events based on facts and evidence. This is the basic definition of journalism. And those who do not fall into this definition and still pretends to be one are entertainers, not journalists. Good evening, one and all again. Let me tell you, journalism is not a mere business. In this modern world, journalism has changed and it has changed for the better. It has grown its importance and relevancy. Technology has fueled the modern day journalism. It has given the power of journalism in the hands of general populace. Mobile or freelance journalism is like a dream come true for a perfect democracy. Ladies and gentlemen, I come from the poorest region of this country. It is a small town named Barsoi situated near the Bengal border in Bihar. Every every year, this area gets flooded due to the sorrow of Bihar. Koshi River becomes out of control. The whole area gets disconnected from the main regions of the country. But someone has to convey the situation of the flood. Someone has to tell the truth as it is. Do you know who does this? The freelance journalist with a mobile and a decent camera on it. This is what today's journalism is. They are not doing it for money or any kind of consideration. They do it because they can, they have the ability, and the truth is needed to come out. Modern day journalism is not the journalism you see on TV or mainstream media. It is in the hands of common people who are actively sharing the information as it is happening without any consideration. It has given the voice to the general public because they have the attachment with the local region. Modern day journalism also has given the choice. It has given the option to choose. For one incident, I have multiple news sources to analyze all the information and make a decision of my own and make an unbiased decision of my own. For the last point, I would like to ask the audience a question. Can you give up your life for the sake of business? There is no way I'll do anything to put my life into risk. The cause has to be much bigger than the life itself. I have few names. Chandan Tiwari from Chhatra, Jharkhand. Sujat Bukhari from Srinagar. Naveen Nischal from Bhojpur, Bihar. Sudeep Datta Bhaumik and Santanu Bhaumik from Tripura. These are the list of journalists in India who lost their lives recently because they were doing what they loved most. Not because of money or mere business, but because of passion and their love for the truth. You call them journalists, I call them warriors of democracy who were martyred. They deserve the same respect as the army on the border because the work they do requires no less dedication and love for the country. At last, I would like to conclude my speech with a quote by famous journalist Henry Grunwald. Journalism can never be silent. It is its greatest virtue and its greatest fault. It must speak and speak immediately while the echoes of wonder, the claims of triumph, and the signs of horror are still in the air. Hence, I conclude that journalism is not mere business. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Piyush. Wish all journalists could be as quotedly knowledgeable as you are. That was a wonderful quote to end with. We would please request the timer to note down 1 minute, because the judges have requested for a 1 minute silence after every speaker to mark their ballots. We shall observe a 1 minute silence after every speaker so that the ballots can be marked correctly. Tanish, please let me know after 1 minute. Thank you, Tushar. Tanishq, sorry. Thank you, Tanishq. All right. So we've heard the first two speakers from each team, meaning the concrete points have already been laid. It's now time for some rebuttal. It's time to hear what the second speaker of the first team has to say against the first speaker of the second team. I know to all those who sound confused, don't worry, I'm in the same place as you are. Let's just hear what the speakers have to say. It's time to call on the first speaker of Team N, the second speaker, I apologize, second speaker of Team N. So can we please go ahead with Kirti Sethia, who shall be refuting the points put forward by Team A. Thank Tosma. Kirti, up to you.
Thank
Over to
you. I am Kirti Sethia and I am against the motion. Journalism today is not mere business. And I think the first speaker today from my opponent team has made my job so much easier by mentioning all the points that he has mentioned. It's very clear. He's confused. He's confusing media with journalism. He is confusing passion with business. I think your confusion has to be very, very clearly, removed, because you're talking about government and politics and rating and TRPs. And you yourself mentioned that journalists who really want to do their true job are having to leave these media jobs. So what you are looking at on all the 400 channels that you chose, actually there are about 900 channels in India today, but all the 400 channels that you have chosen are all giving you information that you choose to watch. You are choosing entertainment over news. You are choosing reviews and political views of people whom you want to hear because you're bored all day, but not real journalists who are doing the jobs. Look at people who are traveling in floods, traveling in rain, going to hospitals during lockdown. People are now, for me, journalists are almost as good as doctors today, because today they are giving us information when we are sitting in the room comfortably watching TV all day and just getting all the information from the TV channels and knowing where to go, what not to do, what rules to follow. It's all journalists who are doing it for us, and you sitting here, people who have studied for years and years to reach a point, and they're actually quitting jobs. Just imagine, because they're not able to make justice to the real profession that they are in. But it's only 5% or 10% of the population which you're focusing on. You're not focusing on the hundreds of people who are doing good jobs, who are standing in the rains, who bringing news to us and giving us a choice to choose in a democracy what we want to believe and what we don't. When you want to you want to hear hours and hours of news that GTV is providing, you say 4 news and then you make it a big deal. I mean, of course you can do that coming to the topic, but this discussion of journalism being a mere business was valid 50 years ago. Today, journalism is a choice. We have, like my fellow debater said, it's a choice on your phone. Today, you can go and make a difference. That's the power of journalism, where the avenues have really gone up and the power has shifted to us, the common people, who today have a choice to make a difference. Unlike you can follow news channels, you can continue crib, continue watching news, which you watching for entertainment, you have to tell yourself that is your choice and you have chosen to do the same. It's not what is available, and I don't think it's good idea to they bring down a profession just because of a choice that you have made. So if there was somebody in
Kirti, you've been muted because time is up. We are really following this very, very harshly. And I hope that the speakers do not feel offended. I am reminded of my life, my choice, which also is not going to apply on my television. With that, I think every journalist today is finally feeling proud that someone's compared them to doctors. Good job, Kirti. With that, let's move forward and call on the second speaker from Team A to refute what the first speaker of Team N spoke about. Over to you,
1 minute of
Toastmaster
silence,
Rishi.
please.
Oh, apologies. I miss out on the 1 minute of silence. Thank you, Mridula. Tanish, if you can let me know at the end of 1 minute. Yes. Thank you, Tanish. 1 minute is over. And now, because I always forget the 1 minute of silence, I'm not a very silent kind of a person, and therefore this 1 minute is really difficult. But with that, let's finally call on Toastmaster Rishi as the second speaker of the first team to refute the first speaker of the second team. Over to you, Rishi.
Thank you so much. I strongly refute to what has been said in the introduction and now, because whenever I turn on the television, I only see negative news. Someone there has been a murder, somewhere there has been a rape, somewhere a crime has been committed, someone has been robbed, somewhere or the other, negative news is being spread all over the place. I look for some pleasant news, but I hardly get any. Today, as my colleague rightly said, most of the channels are looking for TRPs. They're looking for some hot topics to broadcast on the television without caring about the sentiments of the viewers. Today, I turn on the television, what I see, highest daily ever surge of COVID patients, 70,000. Highest ever death tally of COVID patients, 1,000. It adds to the stress. And I've been really disturbed with the SSR case as well. Yes, I cannot deny the fact that the media coverage that this case has got, they have gone ahead to even declare his lady love a criminal without being even a judgment being filed. And by having a hashtag arrest Ria. Can you imagine at his funeral, his dad was asked, "Are you sad?" That is the level of mediocrity a media channel has gone down to. There are many channels who politically support many government and speak in favor of them, because I listen to many debates and I also form my own personal opinion. So, of course, you have a choice. But if you are not shown any good news online, then you have to watch it out of compulsion. I feel confused if I should really turn on the television of a news channel, or rather I should watch any mythology or any good news or National Geographic channel where I would get more knowledge rather than watching a news channel, which has merely become a business today. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Rishi. I heard the name news channels are trying to show something hot, and then I heard the word topic, and I felt a little relieved. Also, to those members of the audience who have not been able to figure out, SSR is very different from CSR. CSR is Corporate Social Responsibility, and SSR is Sushant Singh Rajput. Simple clarification. With that, let's observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you, Tanishq. With that, it's time to call on the next speaker. But before we do that, to those of you who get bored during the 1 minute silence, please pin the video of Toastmaster Naren, who was found meditating sometime back, was showing thumbs up constantly to his teammates. Great enthusiasm slash source of entertainment to those who are bored. Moving forward, calling the next speaker from Team N, the third speaker from the team, Toastmaster Anirban. Over to you.
Good evening, one and all present here, and I believe that my would-be opponents from the other team are really confused. They are confused between news TV media and journalism. See, news TV media is a kind of journalism, but quoting Washington Daily, the primetime news channels doesn't even cover the 3% of the news, 3% of the news of the incidents that's going around. A very interesting name came up from the A1 speaker. He said that journalists are quitting news media channels because they believe that they were sold off, right? An interesting name called Faith D'Souza came up that she quitted her news TV channel, and she just left the channel. Do you know what does she do nowadays? She has turned into a freelance journalist. She has an Instagram following of 600,000 members. Now she's not getting paid off. She's not getting paid for covering each and every single news. She is just acting as a freelance journalist. So here I am proving my point that journalism is not only a mere business. Let me remind you, when the Black Lives Matter riots were happening all over the United States, or even when the anti-NRC or anti-CAA protests were happening all across the country, it was the freelance journalists, ladies and gentlemen, those who were going onto the field and bringing out the real news to you. The mainstream media, the paid media, according to you, was not covering that. The freelance journalists, with a common man like me and you, with a common mobile phone, were going on the field and recording the footages and streaming them online. Now, do you for a second think that they were getting paid? No, my friend. They were rather getting beaten by the police, but they were still doing so, not because they were earning some profit again, but because they wanted to, and also that they had the ability to bring out the truth to them. Social media has really boosted journalism nowadays. Me and you, whoever we want, with a normal mobile phone, if we want to cover the news and bring it out in front of people, we can do that. The second speaker from A2 mentioned that there are no original sources of news nowadays. Let me give you some examples. The three top online resource of getting the truth news: betternifier.com, positivenews.com, goodnewsnetwork.com. These are the freelance websites that they're operating for so many years without any profit and covering all of the real truth for you. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are considering only news media as journalism, you are very, very wrong. Stop painting all of the buildings with the same brush. Journalism is definitely not a mere business. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anirban. Finally, someone brought forward the idea of freelance journalism, which is very close to my heart because I'm a freelance trainer. People often misunderstand that the word freelance in free stands for no payment, which unfortunately is not the truth, as rightly pointed out by Anirban. Let's observe 1 minute of silence before we call on the next speaker. Thank you, Tanishq. To a few Toastmasters who've asked me personally, why are we not having the introduction of the speakers that is going on? We are not having the introduction so that we don't have biasness in among the judges. Also, all my comments are made purely for fun and to ensure that we have a fun, entertaining debate because it is on a slightly lighter note. So that is the reason we are avoiding introductions. With that, let's go to the third speaker of Team A3, Toastmaster Deepak Baid. Over to you.
Thank you so much. And I would like to review all the speakers on the other side. See, let us say that Piyush is the goodest man on this planet, but the moment he kills someone, he becomes a killer. The moment journalists trade their viewership against on advertisements, it became a business. These journalists carry themselves with a license authorized by the higher authority. So you can't call themselves as entertainers. Okay. Second thing, something is defined by how majority is uh, is exercising it or understanding it, and the majority people, you know what they watch in India? It's Aaj Tak. In 1 week, there are 20 crore views. NDTV India 19.5 crores. There's India Bharat or TV Bharat something, and they cross around 17 crore views. So this is how would you define journalists as they are in today's business. Now they talk about that journalism is all about responsibilities, but do you think that it is all about responsibilities? Then why do you think that journalists always dramatize about scenarios? Because drama attracts people. Why do you think that they want to be the first one to show the news? Not they don't. Most of them don't care about what is the truth. Why don't they share the sources to other journalists? Because their sole purpose is to get the highest viewership. Drama attracts people. The higher the viewer base, the higher they can charge for advertising. And let us take two examples. One is of COVID situations where journalists get on the ground to cover the news, and another is terrorist attack, let's say 26/11, where journalists got on the ground to cover the news. Now, you see, what they could have done is all the news media could have joined hands and could send one or two teams, a few teams to cover the news, but they send out multiple teams from their own media houses to cover the news, which not only put their own lives at risk, but the people around them. In a terrorist attack, they put security forces' lives at risk, and in COVID, people who come in contact with them. Journalism just like business, where they would try to do just anything, not caring about if the lives are at stake to defeat their competitors and become monopoly. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepak. Thank you for bringing forward the point that drama attracts people, a concept very popularly followed by Madam Ekta Kapoor. But I'm glad you're trying to encourage the same, or at least recognize the same, if not encourage. Let's have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots before we call the final two speakers. Thank you, Tanishq. With that, let's call on the final speaker of Team N to conclude everything that his team stands for and to refute everything that the opposite team has said so far. Over to you, Toastmaster Naren.
Good evening, welcome one and all. My name is Naren. I'm part of Team 1 and the last and final speaker for N4. I will begin when the timer instructs me to do so. Well, it's a lovely treat being here at this debate, and the opposition has made my job very easy, fortunately or unfortunately. A few points I would like to address. Speaker number 1 from the opposition, Mr. Sumit Kumar, said that India's ranking has gone down in the free open journalism. But let me tell you what, he has gotten this source from another journalism website or a journalist media company. Well, if you doubt journalism, then you should doubt the ranking of your data in itself in the first place. The second point I would like to make is he said journalists have quit their job. It's only because the journalists feel compelled to do so that they do not want to maybe be part of a certain company that's forming a business, that they have quit their job and decided to do something on their own because they truly really care about real journalism. Okay, points made by Mr. Rishi, who was the second speaker in the opposition. He said that there's only negative news. Well, as I have mentioned and my fellow teammate has mentioned, there are 3 very wonderful news sources for you: positivenews.com, Good News Network, and betterindia.com. These are websites and companies dedicated to positive news and bettering your insight. So it's just that you're looking in the wrong places, my friend. Please go and check. There is so much available out there. About the Sushant Singh Rajput case, it's only because of journalists have people come into the inspiration of going into a CBI investigation and getting into the deep of a case of a man losing his heart and soul because of a suicide. So it's only because of journalism someone is being pushed towards justice. So please do not malign the journalists who've put in the hard work and where the case has reached. To speaker number 3, Mr. Deepak Bed, he said that the journalists, he said that if someone does something in majority, that's what defines the profession. Let me tell you what, in the past 15th century, majority people believed in the Western hemisphere that the earth is flat. They were flat earthers, and that's what the church believed. When Galileo said that the earth is not flat, he was killed. Majority does not make everybody right or wrong. Majority can also be wrong, and we have a sure example of that. Lastly, I would like to say conclude, if Asian Paints took the opposition team as their marketing manager, Asian Paints would run out of business because they are doing exactly what Asian Paints would not want them to do, painting everybody with one color, one single brush. No, there is variety and vibrance in journalism. There's new age journalists all around. In fact, in the past 50 years, what has happened is more avenues and more authentic journalism has happened because of the social media revolution. And folks, I'm so happy to say, today, journalism is in fact farther away from a mere business. And as time progresses, we get further and further away from it just being a mere business. Thank you very much. And I hope my insight helped you guys.
Thank you, Naren. Those are some really interesting points. Wonderful comparison with Asian Paints. To all those who are looking for the number of Asian Paints, I think you'll have to contact Naren personally. With that, let's observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you, Tanishq. Insider trading information. There is some talk going on about Sambit Patra. I will request some people to explain the joke in some time. Before we do that, let's call the final speaker for today's debate, the concluding speaker from Team A. Over to you, Toastmaster Komal.
I'll just time Toastmaster. I'll pin Toastmaster. 1 second.
Tanish.
Yeah, Tanish. I'm not being able to pin him.
Can you go to the grid view and go to the three dots just beside Toastmaster Tanish?
Oh yeah, I'm just getting the option of chat. I'm not getting any other option.
Okay, don't worry. The timer will be flashed anyway.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll spot. Yeah, I'll spotlight the video. Okay.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I am the last speaker from Team 1, and I'm going to speak for the motion that journalism today is mere business. Where Toastmaster Naren and Toastmaster Kirti reiterated that we have made their job easier, I would like to reiterate what they said, that they have made our job very easy. Toastmaster Piyush mentioned that he lives in a small village in Bihar, and who else other than journalists would cover the floods that happen in Bihar. I would like to ask you all what happened to the coverage of the floods that happened in Assam. Do you know the impact of it? 56 lakh people were affected by the Assam floods, and about 100 to 200 people died. And this was reported by the Assam Disaster Management Authority. But why would the media or the journalists cover this when they had something so sensational like the Sushant Singh Rajput case? For over the past 2 months, all the media has been talking about is Sushant Singh Rajput, whereas we still have 100 million people unemployed in the country with 26 lakh migrants in the country. But why hasn't the media or the journalists covered that news? Again, I would like to say that Toastmaster Kirti mentioned that 5% of the people are doing what they are doing. I would like to say that according to facts and research, there are about 60 million Indians who live in rural India. That account for 1.65 billion people in India that live in the rural states, and 43% of them still stick to news channel for their opinions and news that is given to them. So if we do not, and if credible information is not given on media, they are digesting something which is manipulated and which is governed and which is politically aligned. No credible information is given to them. I would also like to state that, as my fellow teammate Toastmaster Deepak Beth said, that journalism, if you're a journalist, you get a license. So you cannot make a mockery out of the business that you are doing or out of the post or the post that you're doing. So if there's a problem in the education system, you don't bring down the entire system, right? You try to solve the problem and not say that you are the one who will choose what you have to watch. That can be done. That's a solution to the problem, but not an eradication to the problem. And this is going to prevail a lot because, as Mr. Naren said, that the World Free Press was by a non-governmental organization. But even though it was by a non-governmental organization and a community which is associated to highlight the press index, the ranking of India has been between 130 to 140 out of 180. So there has been no freedom for the journalists, and they are just politically aligned, and that's what they are doing. In conclusion, I would just like to say that journalism is mere business. It's about sensationalism. It's about more viewership, and they are manipulating the people for their viewership. Thank you.
Thank you, Komal. Before we come to whether or not journalism is sensational, we're going to observe 1 minute of silence, and then I'll be back, and this time with some fun aspects for the guests. Thank you, Tanishq. With that, it's time to have some fun with our guests who are present here, with the ones who did not get a chance to speak. But before I go ahead, participants, please beware. I have some questions to grill you as well. So you will be also called on the dais or on the forum once again. It was exciting to note that the only person that Toastmaster Komal called Mr. is Naren. I hope it has absolutely nothing to do with the concept of certain caves. With that, moving forward, if any of the guests have any points to express on the topic, let's first welcome that. If not, then we'll go ahead my way. Are there any guests who would like to express any views or opinions on the topic? Voluntarily, you can raise your hand or write your name on the chat box. We have one of the guests, Harsh, who I thought had some few points to share. Harsh, are you there?
Yes, I am there.
Yeah, you had. Do you have some points to share on the topic?
No.
No, you wouldn't want to share anything with us?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Harsh. I think the text was for a mere acknowledgement of your presence. Apologies. Okay. Let's start with.
I would like to say something.
Yes, please go ahead.
Hello, everyone. This is Toastmaster Suryam. I am from Insteel Toastmasters. I am the Vice President Education of my club. And I'm also a student of mass communication and journalism. So I was very much interested in this meeting the moment I saw the topic for the debate. And also, I'm also interested more in debates and such contests than just speeches. So I was like, I have to attend this meeting. And I was not at all disappointed. All the participants, everyone who presented their view with all the facts and arguments, it was on point. The debate was very interesting and I enjoyed it thoroughly. And my personal view is that journalism is indeed more like a business. It has become so. There are some unbiased news portals who work not for money, but for service, but they are very few in number. And the ones who are sensational, they are the ones who get more views. So it's also more of our responsibility as viewers than the responsibility of journalists, because what we watch is what they want to show us. So yeah, that's from my side. I enjoyed the session a lot.
Thank you, Suryam. Wonderful to have you here with us. We're happy that you enjoyed the debate. Anyone else who would like to say something? Okay, if not, I have a question to a couple of people present here. I see Harsh present here. Harsh Diwan. Harsh, if you can quickly give us a check with a hi if you're present here. Or a hello would also do. Harsh Diwan, one of the KTMers. I see his display picture smiling. Either he's unable to unmute himself. Okay, we'll come back to Harsh in a minute. I think there's some network issue. Okay. Anyone else would like to say something? Fair. We have Toastmaster Achyut present here with us today. Achyut, are you there? Audio video check.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. So you're in one of the teams that the debate, the knockouts are going to happen tomorrow, if I'm not correct.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Who do you think would be one of the participants to look out for in case they get qualified to the next round?
I think Toastmaster Naren and Toastmaster Kirti are very snappy with their questions. So you have to be very cognizant of what you're saying, right? And especially if you're in a rebuttal. So if I am rebutting someone else's point, they're going to rebuttal my rebuttal. So you have to be sure, like you can do your research, but one thing which stood out was if you're rebutting someone else, you need to have another fact which contradicts that. So I think they have a keen eye and you have to be 2 steps ahead because they're definitely going to catch up.
Wow, Toastmaster Naren is displaying keen eye. And Toastmaster Kirti, I'm sure even though I can't see her at the moment, is smiling somewhere. Thank you, Achyut. Before we proceed, I'd like to introduce to you our esteemed judges. Yes, the judges may get a slight shock because in normal circumstances, we do not reveal the judges. But today, now that the contest is almost over, I would like to acknowledge them and thank them for their presence here. It's not an official contest by TI, hence I don't think the judges' introduction would be something controversial. Let's acknowledge one of our first guests. He has been a past Pathways ambassador right when Pathways arrived. He's a veteran member of Kolkata Toastmasters Club. He's been one of the past presidents of the club, one person who everybody looks up to when we have to talk about calm and composure. And please allow me to introduce, welcome, and request him to share a few words with us on the topic or on the contestants. Toastmaster Shaurya Roy, over to you.
Thank you for the introduction. Thank you for the introduction. It's very humble. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you for the introduction. It's very humbling, and I hope I am deserving of that. But having said that, I feel that there were some arguments which was lacking for the team who spoke for the motion, and I kind of hope that I was a part of this so that I could have presented the arguments. But having said that, there's always a next time. But other than that, from what I saw, I am very sure that all the participants tested their abilities to their very core, and obviously we are going to have a winner today. But at the end of the day, every person who participated today is a winner, and no matter whether we win or lose, there's always a next time. And I would like to encourage everyone to just come back, keep doing this more and more. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Shaurya. A very motivating / Toastmaster kind of. No, I'm not. Am I on mute?
You're not audible.
Hello?
I can hear fine.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. You scared me, Shaurya, which is a very difficult task. But okay, thank you. That was a very Toastmaster. I think everyone else can hear me correctly.
There's some issue with your network. We can hear Archita.
Yes.
Yes, I can also hear you.
Yes, people love me. I mean, they love you also.
It's not the same meaning, Archita, but never mind.
Oh, you love Shaurya in a very different way. I'm very sure, and I hope that I don't have to compete.
Being able to see you doesn't mean something.
Oh, just because you're able to see me doesn't mean you love me. I'm sure there are a couple of unseen people here whom you love a little more. But nonetheless, let's go forward and introduce the next judge for today. Our next judge for today is one of those people who I call as my go-to person when I have doubts about Toastmasters. He is funny. He has been a district officer for 4 terms that I can clearly remember. And he has also been he is and was the district finance manager for the past consecutive 2 terms, a hardworking guy, crazy knowledge about finance and Toastmasters, and the go-to person when you're in need of a friend. Please put your hands together and welcome Toastmaster Gaurav. Gaurav, if you can share a few words with us.
Arshita, now you're muted. Now you're muted.
Okay, am I audible?
Yeah,
Yes.
now you are.
Gaurav is unfortunately caught up somewhere or is facing internet issues. But thank you, Gaurav, for being here with us today. We hope you're able to at least hear us clearly. Allow me to introduce our final judge, who I don't think I cannot see in the meeting as of now. But allow me to also thank him. He has been the area champion of table topics. He is the area second runner-up in table topics, the division second runner-up in table topics right this year. Someone who has crazy ability of thinking on his feet. He's been a past EC officer And thank you, Toastmaster Vishesh. I'm hoping Anirban and Deepak shall communicate these exact words without manipulating and rephrasing the same to Vishesh. I cannot see Vishesh over here. Anirban is already nodding his head. Thank you, Anirban. But please make sure that you are able to pass on these words to Vishesh. Now, it's time for some fun before we go to the results. I think within 2 minutes, our results are going to be ready, for which the participants are really, really waiting. But I have a few questions to some of the participants. Let's start with Sumit. Hi, Sumit. I did not see your video on after you spoke. Is he there or has he left? Can someone please check? Mridula, Gurpreet?
Yes.
Hi, yes. Is Sumit there?
No.
Sumit is not with us. He has dropped out.
Sumit is not with us.
Just...
Okay. Next up for me is Kirti. I can see Kirti. So hi.
Hi.
Hi. Kirti, you are very new to the club, and as a new member, you are participating in the debate and you've done a fantastic job. I can now freely say this because the judging is over. I did not officially judge any of you. Unofficially, we'll talk later. What was your experience and how were your teammates? Tell me one line each about every teammate.
Wow. Okay, this is a fantastic opportunity to talk about them because I met them only yesterday and I already feel very, very comfortable. I think there's some vibes, I think this is, in my old Toastmaster experience also I felt it, and it's been a gap of 10 years that I'm back, and day one I felt it again. If nobody judges here, and I got the team of 3 people who are absolutely cool and comfortable. I told them very clearly about my not being experienced in terms of debate. I've not had a communication or a dais experience in years, but they made me feel so comfortable that I had the courage to come in here today. So I think what it takes is what they have. In Toastmasters, we need people who can encourage speakers who have not had the experience or the exposure. And all my 3 team members, Piyush, Anirban, and Naren, of course, they're very cool. They just said, go for it, Kirti. It's okay. Even if you mess up, we're here to take care of you. I think that's what matters. And I got that team. So I'm very, very glad I came here. The experience was beautiful. For me, especially because I haven't had this rush for years. So what a fantastic experience, Archita.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kirti. You have amazing things to say about them because you've only known them for 24 hours.
Yes.
Take some more time before you finalize your opinion. With that,
First experience. First impression.
Yeah, all Toastmasters are really amazing in the first 48 hours of meeting them. It's after that that you get to realize how they truly are. If you have any doubts on that, contact Deepak and Anirban and ask about each other. They'll tell you the truth. With that, let's move on to, I will come to the captains in the end, the 2 fantastic, enigmatic captains, because people here said for the very first time, as I could hear it, Team Naren. I am from Team Naren and I am from Team Komal. And I'm sure it was a proud moment. So I'm going to come to you in the end. Before that, I have 2 more people to ask. Toastmaster Seema Ramesh is here if you can hear us. I just like an audio check before I go forward.
Hi, Archita.
Hi. Before you speak any further, allow me to welcome you to this debate. Toastmaster Seema is one of the area directors of District 41, hence a district officer. We welcome you amongst us. Thank you for being here with us. And we request you to share a few words about, not me, which you do generally, but about the topic in general and the participants today.
Okay, for the topic in general, this is very close to my heart because once upon a time, I was a practicing journalist. So there is everything that is going on about whether journalism is commercial or not. I think I will go in for obviously what is close to my heart, that journalism is, it is totally dependent on the media and the journalists, so to speak. And I think everybody has got their sense of ethics, those who really practice journalism. And it is up to the audience to take it as it is. That's what I feel.
Thank you. Thank you, Seema ma'am, for Toastmaster Seema, for telling us your view. let me finally come to the duo who I'm going to ask this question together. That is Deepak and Anirban. Quick hi and check.
Hi.
Yes. Anirban, your question is what kind of a journalist would Deepak be? Deepak, your question is what kind of a journalist would Anirban be? Anirban, you go
A
first.
careless one.
Deepak says a careless one. Anirban?
Damn, someone who covers all of the memes.
Someone who covers?
Yeah, he does not
All
care
the
about
memes.
he does not care about news channels. I really like that. Like we both do not care about news channels. We get all of our news from memes on Reddit. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So memes.
Yeah.
Wow, memes is a really
a good way of journalism. So I am also a freelance journalist. You can say I also make memes on
because you create memes.
Yeah,
Wow.
on current topics,
We
not on
share
like
memes,
anything.
mostly.
Yes.
You share.
The kind of we create are not meant to be shared.
Yes, don't call yourself journalist because if you believe that creating memes is journalism, every time you'll call yourself journalist, ISIS will behead a real one.
That's from
with-
AIB knockout, right? That's from AIB
Yes.
roast.
Yes, you've got your facts correct. Gursimran Khambat, the speaker, to be honest. Now let's come to the captains, men and women of the moment, Komal and Naren. Hi guys.
Hello.
Okay, I have a very easy question because your teammates love you and they respect you and they think you're amazing. Out of the three teammates that you
Is that a statement?
Sorry?
They love us, they
Respect us.
an assumption, or was that a statement? That's true.
That's observation.
That's
Neither assumption nor complete knowledge, observation, which could be correct or incorrect. I want you to tell me who your favorite teammate is.
That's an easy one. See, I know Piyush and Anirban from the past, so I have to impress the new Toastmaster who has come. So Kirti ji is my favorite. I'm sure Piyush and Anirban, yeah, no, it's an easy answer for me.
Wow, Kirti, that's how Toastmasters talk after some time. Komal, your turn.
I think it would be Toastmaster Sumit, because he's actually very diligent and he works really hard. So I appreciate that quality.
Wow, thank you. If that can be please transferred to Sumit or told that he is topping the favorite chart. With that, we have the results with us. And before I get to the results, journalism is a business or mere business or not, I don't know. It's a very confusing take that I have because a lot of times I agree that it is sensational, it is dramatic, it is phrased in ways and means to attract the audience just like any other business. But at the same time, we know of hardworking men and women who are out there risking their lives to give us the news that is truly and ridiculously, if I may put so, important. They are risking everything that they have. So it is, of course, more than just business. But like they say, if you're good at something, why do it for free? And that's my take on the topic. There are people who are amazing at journalism, who know what it takes to go out there, risk themselves, and put forward their opinions without any fear. And if they can do that, I think they deserve to get paid the way they are working hard. So if at all they are capitalizing on it, I don't think it's a wrong notion. So even if it is a business, as long as it can be ethical, as long as it can be honest, as long as it can be unfiltered with biasness, I think it's good to go. And now for the results, allow me to first tell you who the best or which one is the best team. Because I think we are having two announcements, the best team and the best speaker. Am I correct, Toastmaster Gurpreet?
Can we have the best speaker first and then the best team? Yeah.
Can we have the best speaker first and then the best team? All right. So let's go ahead with announcing the best speaker. The best speaker in today's debate, out of the 8 speakers, Team A and Team N competing so far. I'm mentioning all this because I can't take my name. So the best speaker among these 8 people today is the one person who never switched off his video, was entertaining throughout, and is currently brushing his beard. Please give it up for Toastmaster Naren Agarwal. Naren, you were truly, truly fantastic. Jokes apart, you did a wonderful, wonderful job. Congratulations, and I feel you deserve this. And now it's time to announce the best team. The best team is, out of the two teams that participated, I think both the teams gave a really tough time to each other. They were slightly less argumentative and were very peaceful with their debates, assertive, so to say. And they both did a great job, but the winning team is only one. And the winning team is Team N. So congratulations, Team N, for being the winning team and moving forward to the next level, which is the finals. To the others, we've got the knockout 2 tomorrow. And before I sign off, I have to thank two people who have made sure that this debate goes seamless and smooth, and that is Toastmaster Gurpreet and Toastmaster Mridula. Two people who are working on the back end like crazy. They are making sure everything is in order. So please make sure that you are honestly grateful to them. Other than these two people who are responsible behind organizing, so to say, the debate, there is also one person, I think he and his team, to be very honest, who's not here with us today, he's caught up with something, is our VP PR, Toastmaster Rohit. Toastmaster Rohit is behind all the amazing flyers that you see for yourself. He has made sure that all of you get representation equally with charming faces on the flyer. Even if, you know, some of our real photographs are bad, he's editing all of those and making sure we look good on the flyer. And he's put in a lot of effort along with his marketing team to come up with fantastic write-ups. So great job, Rohit as the VP PR and Team KTM as the marketing team. With that, thank you so much. Anyone who would like to say any final words before we conclude the meeting?
We should have such events a lot because it's very interesting to be involved in something like this.
Thank you, Komal. You and I share, yes, you and I share the exact same feeling. And I really hope that we can come up with more such events which are fun, non-parliamentary. A couple of people really got scared by the way I was making fun of you guys today. They're like, oh my God, you're speaking all this against Toastmasters. I'm like, yeah, it's not a prepared speech, for heaven's sake. It's not ISC, not evaluation, no table topics. I'm not a general evaluator. So for once, I can make fun of people here and I can laugh at them with them. With that, it's time to say thank you and time to say goodbye, good night for tonight. See you again next in our next knockout, that is tomorrow evening. Thank you so much, everyone.
Can we have a group picture before we sign off?
Can we have a group picture? I'm looking good. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, you're looking perfect as always.
Thanks. Only women are complimenting me. I'm very heartbroken.
Achha, can we have Harsh, Suryam, Shohini, Anisha, Gaurav, Toastmaster
Host,
Gaurav?
please allow me to switch on my video.
Okay, just a moment. I've sent you the request. Can you please switch on your video? Okay, guys. 1, 2, 3. Say cheese.
Or Chinese.
Or Chinese. Nareen, hi, Nareen. We are okay. Yeah, just smile.
He's getting congratulations calls.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Thanks so much, Archita. You were so fun. Thanks.
I'm always
Villa, Gurpreet, thank you so much. It's fun.
Thank you so much for
You guys
participating
arranged
and
it so
had
well.
a great time today.
We had a great time, exactly.
Hi guys.
And all
Good
the
old
best
days
to
though. I
Harsh
mean,
and
I
Nisha.
miss you guys, man. Debate. Yeah.
Great. Sambit Patra.
Sambit Patra.
I could see from that smile what was going on in their WhatsApp. I could actually understand.
Exactly. Naren was smiling, you know, and like I understood something is cooking. Okay. Fine. Chalo, great. Yeah. Yeah. Chalo. Bye bye. Good night. Good night.
So guys, next week the finals are next week, right? Next week Saturday.
Yeah. No, Sunday, 30th.
What time?
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
Guys, we'll have to check with KATC to make sure that we do not.
No, they are having from 5 to 7, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, so let's adjust it now. Make it 7:30 for us.
Okay, fine. We'll do that.
That's right.
Okay, we do not want to overlap that and make sure that, because Naveen was the GE that day, I think there, and also I think Gaurav told me that it might extend up to 7 for sure. So let's make sure that we don't overlap there.
Okay.
Right.
We'll work on it. Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Bye.
Chalo. Bye bye.